check in now with Nancy Cahalen from the Better Business Bureau. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today? It's so nice it's not raining.
Oh, my gosh, I know. And it sounds as if this might be our last little respite before either we've got the rain or we're going to have 100, or it's going to feel like 100-degree heat. So we'll enjoy it here. Nancy, I know that today you want to talk about moving, and moving is certainly very, very stressful. And as we know, and we've had some past conversations about this too, the moving and scammers, unfortunately, sometimes seem to go together.
Yes, they do go hand in hand. It's stressful, it's expensive, and it's time-consuming, and that makes a perfect opportunity for scammers. So if you're relocating and you need to transport your vehicle, that's a whole other scenario. So a lot of folks ship their cars to Florida, or if they're making a long-distance move, they'll ship their cars ahead so that they'll be there when they get there. And this is really an area where scammers delight in taking our personal information and our money. So how does it work? You search the internet and you're looking for a vehicle transport service, hoping to get a quote. And you don't do this very often, so you're not familiar with it. You browse a few companies, you find one, it's offering a great deal, and all you have to do is send them a deposit of a few $100s. But usually they're asking you to use a digital wallet service like Venmo or Zelle or Cash App or something like that. So once you make the deposit, you get the pickup date, and then you're there, and no one shows up to pick up your car. So you call, they say the company was held up, but any other attempts to contact them are fruitless. And ultimately, you've lost your money, your car is still here, and you have to start all over again. And some of the versions of this scam are even worse. They do pick up your car, and the problem is on the other end, where you have to pay double, triple, quadruple the amount you agreed to get your car back. So this is really something that we've gotten a number of complaints about and reports through our scam tracker, and we need to be mindful when trying to transport a vehicle like a motorcycle or a car or even a boat for a long distance.
Wow, that's just unbelievable. Imagine having your own vehicle held hostage on you, and you can't get it back unless you pay some exorbitant fee.
And there's no guarantee even then you're going to get it back. You know how these scammers work. They keep asking for money until you finally say no. They may have already taken the car apart and sold it for parts. Who knows? I had the pleasure of shipping a vehicle cross country when my son moved out there, and it is confusing. You don't really understand how it works, and I was having trouble with them coming to pick up the car and getting it out there in time for him. He was starting work and the car wasn't there yet, and so I called one of our local transporters and got the information on how this works and why my car wasn't being picked up. And these low bids are the key thing. It's kind of like a board that all these bids go up on with the vehicles. This guy I was talking to, he says, "Oh yeah, yours is the Xterra?" I said, "Yes." And he says, "Yep, I can see. Oh, no one's going to come take that. The price is too cheap." So this is what happens. To get the deal, they quote you a very low price, but then they're relying on somebody to put it on their truck and take it where it needs to go, because the folks that are bidding on it aren't the ones that are actually transporting.
Wow. Oh, man, that is something.
Yeah. So even in the best case, it's a very difficult business. So my son's car ended up getting transported and everything was fine, but it was a little nerve-wracking for a while. So you really have to do your research and find a reputable shipping company. And the lowest price may not be the best price. You need to check with Better Business Bureau to see what kind of a track record these companies have. Watch out for these deals that seem too good to be true. It could be like in my situation, it was just somebody was trying to get the deal,
Mm,
and it wasn't going to get transported at that price, or it's actually a scammer, somebody that has something in mind where they're going to steal your money or your car. And think about how you make your payments to these folks. You know, those digital wallet services, they're intended to be used with people you trust, like your housekeeper, your
right.
dog walker, a relative, somebody you're out to dinner with. It's not to be paying like with a credit card. There's no security involved there, and the money is untraceable, and you can never get it back. So it's really, really important how you decide to pay for these things.
Absolutely. And that does seem to be a tip off in these is as well. Whether in this case it's the digital wallet or in past cases where it's people are asking you to do things that just seem, a little bit strange, pay us in gift cards or whatever the case may be. How you make that payment does seem to be one of the red flags.
It is. It's definitely a red flag. And if the deal is too good to be true, it's probably not
Mhm.
true.
Absolutely. Nancy, people want to get in touch with you on this or on anything else, or if they have something to even, report to Scam Tracker, what's the best way for them to do all of that?
Well, they can access Scam Tracker 24/7 at bbb.org/scam tracker, and they can research scams there. They can report scams or attempted scams. You don't have to lose money for it to be a scam. So we really rely on the public to report these scenarios so that we can better warn consumers and help them avoid being targeted and victimized. If they need to talk to a live person, call me directly. I'm at 508-552-0350, and I'll connect them to the person here that's best equipped to handle their issue.